Welcome back to another video, guys. Today we're on day 6 of our Northern Belt campaign. If you've been keeping up with the series, we're starting a brand new campaign, level 0 rangers, working our way up. The goal is to have these guys in this campaign forever. So we do have a couple more doctrine points available to spend after leveling up. We're going to go ahead and put both of those doctrine points here into obscured targets. We'll be able to engage people when they're behind cover, which is definitely important. As you guys know, we've definitely lost some missions previously, not in this campaign run, but previously due to barricaded shooters and some wackiness going on there. So we'll place our doctrine points there. We're on day 6, and we've got a few new options here. So we can see this new option here that's going to get us a bonus battle honors. We still have 15 days left to complete this mission. You can see here that it requires 2 intel. You can get intel from completing certain missions. This mission has 2 days left. We'll eventually try and get that piece of intel, and that'll get us one step closer to here. But as you can see, we've got 2 missions available here. Both are going to expire after today. So they're both clear hostiles missions. One of them is going to disappear after today, and that's okay. Looks like both can take 8 operators. We got 1 day map and 1 night map. I'm going to go ahead and take the night map because I don't remember us. Okay, we've done 1 night map so far, but they don't show up too often, and I like being able to use the nighttime to our advantage. So we'll go ahead and do this objective here. It says gear up. Some well-organized insurgents are making trouble in the southern farmlands, and we've been tapped to go out and mop the floor with them. Enemy strength is thought to be between 15 and 27 well-organized insurgents. So this honestly looks almost exactly like the last mission here. You can see the map here. I think it's literally just flipped 180, and then it's going to be nighttime. But that's okay. We will still go ahead and do it anyway. Let's go ahead and get everyone removed and figure out where exactly we want to deploy from. So it is a little bit different map. Looks like the outside is a bit different how we can deploy our troops. Last time we were able to deploy everyone from the top up here. So we've got 8 people, and we've got a pretty spread out deployment point here. Looks like we've got 1 fuse box here for this building, and we've got another fuse box here for this building. Now we are just here to kill the bad guys, so we'll be able to use possibly some rocket launchers, definitely grenades, grenade launchers, things like that. We're not worried about killing any civilians here. This looks like a pretty fortified enemy compound. So in order to deploy people here, their mobility needs to be at least an 8. We were able to do that last time, but we did have to make quite a few sacrifices. So we may just go ahead and use these deployment spots over here. I typically don't want to split our force, so we may just end up bringing these guys up here to work on this assault as well. I'm imagining we will have a few people out here, and typically we don't want to go through gates that they know about or that they would expect us to be coming from. So instead we'll be bringing some wall charges. I think again it's going to be a good idea to do a wall charge right here, possibly even right up here if we can destroy whatever this is with the wall charge. Get a nice view this way. We do have this propane tank here we can blow up. That may open up a nice hole right here for us. If not, we could just take another wall charge here and continue in this direction. Pretty wide open area, courtyard. Obviously, we got the machine gun right here. We should be able to stay in the dark and kill them though, so that's not too big of a concern. Otherwise, pretty dimly lit, so I think taking out these fuse boxes and whatnot is going to be to our advantage. One thing we will have to worry about is all these fuse boxes are on the south side of buildings, and we're planning on going through the north, so it may be a bit difficult to take those out. Also, they've got these fires and these external lights. They are not going to be disabled by any of our taking out of the fuse box, so we're still going to have to be careful on our approach. We've got 8 people. We're not going to worry about their mobility necessarily to get in here. We obviously want them as mobile as possible. That's just going to make them all around better. So I think we'll go ahead and kind of split everything up again. We'll probably bring a few of everyone. We'll probably put our quickest people down here, which is probably going to be our assaulters.
Roger.
We'll bring a couple of assaulters
Wilco.
here, as well as a couple
Roger.
of grenadiers here.
Affirmative.
I think up here, we will place a couple of marksmen.
Roger. Affirmative.
And honestly, again, I don't really think I want to mess too much with the machine gunners. Once we get inside, we're going to be in a little bit closer area, and we don't really have anything that the machine gunners need to hold down as far as sight lines or anything. Got a couple of guys still injured. They'll be healed up pretty soon. We can probably go ahead and bring
Roger.
some more assaulters in that case.
Roger.
And we'll bring one more marksman as well to hold some long sight lines.
Wilco. Affirmative.
So we got 3 marksmen here. They'll end up holding our exterior probably, and these 2 directions as we clear this first building up. So let's check out our loadouts with who's got what. So Mark 18s, I'm fine with that. Looks like we got wall charges, grenades, flashbangs on both of these guys, so that's fine. Wall charges, frags, and flashbangs on these guys as well. We do want to go ahead and grab a suppressor since it is nighttime. We also want to make sure we're using our good ammo on these guys. Suppressed, and unfortunately we don't have this level 4 penetrating stuff, but we do have regular armor penetrating rounds, so that should be just fine. So we just want to make sure, of course, everyone has night vision. We want to give everyone suppressors if we can. You guys are suppressed and you've got your good calibers there. So just frags, lots of extra frags on these guys. That will be helpful in taking out these fuse boxes. And then plenty of wall charges to come in from some different angles instead of just through the normal doorways. So I'm pretty happy with that.
Lock and load.
We'll go ahead and get everyone deployed. And we are going to stay quiet for as long as possible. So off the rip, we will go ahead and start to move these guys up, staying in the shadows as much as we can. So we do have the ability to take a shot here. We're going to hold off on that for a second. Again, I do want to try and get these guys all up this direction. Bring him around this way. Him as well. While these guys poke out this direction. Wow, there's actually no one here on this machine gun. It doesn't look like there's anyone out here either, which is a bit surprising. So we may actually go ahead and take those shots once we move around to the side here. Everything out here is looking pretty well clear. So there could, of course, be some dudes right here. So we're going to move them up, but we'll just keep an eye on that gate. Again, no one here on this machine gun, so that's excellent. I'm going to let him sort of stay on this line so he can continue that shot, and we'll have these guys all move back behind. Our way up with these guys. Again, not in a rush. We've got the darkness on our side. We should be able to get them. Okay, there's no one here also. I am going to, in that case, go ahead and peek these with this guy. Go ahead and get another one up here as well. We'll get ready to peek that, and we'll push across once these guys start to move up. But they can see from this angle that there's no one else on the outside there. Start to move them up. Alright, once we can take over that shot with him. We'll have him join up here. Just one bad guy out here. We do need to be cognizant of this gate. I'm not sure if they can open it up on us or not. So we will... I'd like to take this shot right before we dip out this direction. So we'll probably just leave one here. You've got a nice angle, so we'll just have you hold while you guys all move up. And then go all the way around here. A little bit of long time on the setup, but this is what we do to make sure that we don't take any injuries. On our way out here, we will take this shot. That is a pretty loud shot, so
Roger.
may know that we're here now. Get these guys to quickly move across. He can hang out here. We got purple watching here as well. We'll go ahead and run through the light there real quick. That's not a big deal. As we do that, we'll move across with these guys as well. Clear out this last bit. Alright, so everything is clear there on the exterior of the building. He's moving his way back. He's going to hold that angle for now. He's going to hold on this gate for now until we get everyone wrapped around. But this is a gate that we can all see through. We'll go ahead and get these guys lined up like so. So they're all over. We'll bring them over as well. And then we're going to need to find our marksman. So we'll go ahead and let him sprint around this way. Our marksman is going to end up holding right here. And he'll be able to see everything on this side. So if they come out here, come from around here, he's good to go right there. Now we can get started on our wall charge up here. So if we place a wall charge here, that's actually not going to allow us through there, so that's fine. We will cancel that and we'll move it down to here.
Roger.
That should be plenty of room for us to get in. I'm gonna move it down just a little bit more.
Affirmative.
Alright. That should be good for us to go, I would imagine. So as he comes around, we're gonna bring some cover with him since we're exposed through this gate here. And everyone's actually gonna end up having to go around because we can't get through right here. Get everyone else to join. As well, we'll leave one back here a little bit. So we could take those shots all the way through there. We're going to stand by on that for now.
Setting charge.
But the rest of the courtyard is fairly well clear. Alright. Guys are quite low ranks. It's taking a minute to set our charge, which is fine. These guys press up here a little bit. Them all ready for this charge to go off. Alright. Courtyard is clear, so we don't need to just start lobbing frags necessarily. I would like to see if I can get a frag around this corner, and I cannot. So we're not going to be able to cut the power just yet. We're going to have to get into the courtyard first. Alright, they definitely heard that. So we do also have these open grated doors that they can see us through, so we need to be careful there. I'm going to send 2 this way. Here. One to hold on those doors. this room is clear. We're going to let him continue to watch that. I want him to step up a little bit. Watch out this direction. And we do have to be careful with our little cone of fire here. It's a lot more narrow since we're on night vision goggles. These guys out. That's all good to go. We'll probably toss a frag there to blow that propane tank up. And let's figure out where our marksmen are all at. So these are our marksmen. We don't need to be watching the gate anymore, obviously. So we're going to get these two guys around here. That'll free up Pink to do something else if he wants to. And we're going to get ready to possibly put a wall charge there. But not with him, because he doesn't have a wall charge. Alright, now that we're all set here, we've got our 3 marksmen holding long. I'm going to go ahead and get this frag up here, see if we can blow that propane tank up. Alright, so that's going to give us a nice entrance into the building. He's watching this door. He's watching this door. The rest of that area has been cleared already, I do believe. Yes. So that's all clear. We'll move these guys around to the top. And I would like to put the power if I can. I may move these guys up and toss a frag with Pink here. Alright, we're already taking a couple of shots through windows there. Go ahead and start taking shots on the exterior if we find them. Okay. Move him around a little bit so that we can
Tango down.
get a frag on this. That's the ultimate goal right now. Just don't have a good angle. That should cut the power. We'll see. Perfect. Alright, so power is cut. I'm just going to have him hold right there. We've got 3 to clear through the rest of this, and that should be fine. Should be plenty, I should say.
Hey! Stop right there!
Alright, a whole bunch of madness just started all there all at the same time. Alright. This is all fairly well cleared by now. It's all of our computers. Again, we are still on our silent mode. I think that's fine for now. Go ahead and get these guys all up top.
No tangos!
That room certainly seems clear. We're gonna pop these guys around. Alright. I'm gonna say this is all good, which means orange can peel off. And they just have these rooms down here left to go. Bring these 3 around. Orange can dump off. Okay, so we do need to be careful here. Obviously, we just caught a glimpse of this guy here. We've got some weird angles going across here since all of these are open. So with that being said, I'm going to pause these guys for a second and send a frag in through this window.
Frag out.
Hey, come on!
So, I don't know if that killed him or not. That's okay. I'm going to move up with these guys a little bit. Again, he's got quite a few areas of responsibility, but he's just watching this general direction. It's going to allow us to bring these 2 assaulters up. And Blue, you're still going to be watching this way. Alright, this area is clear. I have him turn back towards this window. Let's see what all he can see from there. I'm going to do this little stepping dance game, I guess. Trying to use these two guys to clear out this direction, because that's a pretty bad angle as well. So we're gonna have orange watch here, pink watch here. Blue's gonna hopefully see if someone comes around the corner. We're gonna move these guys in unison like so. Okay, we did see one guy, but we're gonna have him hold there for a second. You should be able to make sure that they don't get shot in the back. So move all these dudes down. They keep catching a glimpse of him. Oh. I don't really see him anymore, so it is what it is. So we got a few bad angles here. Pink here is going to have to watch this, because that goes all the way down this way, which has not been cleared. Yellow will have you go right behind and plug up right here. He's a little slow, but for the most part that is cleared. We do need to go ahead and open it up though.
Affirmative.
And I know we do still have this angle that's not exactly covered, but he can see it. We will go ahead and start taking these shots when they're available. We'll probably just go ahead and get everyone off of silent mode now. If they see someone, go ahead and take the shot. Unfortunately, there is not a fast way to get through these. Alright, so this one is clear. Move around over to this one as well.
Wilco.
And do the exact same thing. Alright, got a few guys coming around the corner. Almost done with this northern building. Alright, so that's clear. We can go ahead and move these guys all outside. You can turn around. And we'll get ready to move this direction. So he's got a really good line of sight there. I may just swap him and Blue here since he's got the sniper rifle, and we'll just do a wall charge here. Of course, we would like to cut the power, but I think it's more dangerous to go past all of these windows just to cut the power than it would be to just go through a wall. So we're gonna have blue and pink swap. Nice and slow like, while we find someone with a wall charge. So you have a wall charge. We'll go ahead and place that right here. Except that's not going to work because it's not going to blow up
Roger.
a hole for us to actually walk through. That'll be much better.
Setting charge.
Alright, now that blue's here, pink can come on out and we'll have him on the double. Guys walk incredibly slow.
Charge set.
So that charge is set. Get everyone do a nice firing line here. And blow that up. We're obviously about to have some people come through this door, so we'll just wait them out. Perfect. Room is fairly well clear. We'll get one in here while the next guy holds here. Obviously, we're all going to be in the light now, and that's fine. As soon as this spot is clear, there's no reason for him to continue to dig that corner. We'll go ahead and have him press out this way as well. These guys are all going to be funneling in behind. Alright, so we've got our opening door here, as well as another door right here. This is going to be a bit tricky because we haven't cleared this space yet. So I'm going to go ahead and push across with him to clear that out for us. Alright, so now we know there's no one out here. He can still see around this corner just fine. We'll adjust his angle of fire there just a little bit. This room's fairly well cleared. I'm going to go ahead and pin with orange here. Have these guys get ready to flow across. We'll send 3, 1 to hold this way and 2 to come down here. Purple will get ready to come back and breach with him. Alright, good shot all the way through the structure there for him. Let's get a flashbang right here.
Flash out!
And we will clear these. We'll send 2 this way. That's all good. We can start to move around the map a little bit with him as well. Just make sure he stays here in the shadows. And that is why we leave someone on this door. We didn't really have much standoff. And this is not good. He is getting suppressed.
Wilco.
We'll have him run out of the way. At least until we can get out of that doorway. That's why we always have someone cover the door, is because in case something like that happens, we would rather have a nice heads up and be able to start shooting back quickly. I'm gonna leave him right here. Let's see if we can get a frag up here. It's not a great angle.
No tangos. Frag out.
Take cover!
And we don't really have anything else we can mess with here. We could try and send a GL through here. It's a little sketchy,
GL out.
but we'll take it. Work the angles here. Looks like we might have got him. I'm gonna get a flashbang in, and we will go ahead and send these 2 in. 3 should be fine, or these guys are fine right here for now. We'll let them just hang out with what they got. That flashbang in. I'm gonna send purple first, just because he doesn't have an injury. Send him behind, and we'll send a 3rd as well. Alright, this area is clear, but we do again have a lot of openings that we need to be worried about. So I'm gonna have them make sure to watch those. We're not just gonna pretend like they're not there. Alright, so now we can also send these dudes in. That'll make our life a little easier to clear this out. Over here is clear. Go ahead and send him around here as well. And then we could probably try to set up a wall charge somewhere. No, he doesn't have a wall charge. Neither of them have wall charges. It's okay. I am going to run across the light here. Again, exterior here is covered by this dude, so we can put our back to this. I'm going to try and clear out the top with green here, because I'd like to be able to not have to have someone cover all these windows on our way out. So I'm going to go ahead and send pink around here to take blue's job. I think that will work out better. Then we'll have an extra guy we can bring into the fight. Alright, once he's up,
Roger.
we can bring blue around here. Alright, don't see anyone yet out here. And we can go ahead and toss a frag on this to cut the power as well. Alright, power's been cut.
Wilco.
We'll send him around to help out up here. We've got one little bit of space there that still hasn't been cleared. And we obviously also need to keep an eye on this gate. Have you watch this? while you watch over here. Very slow walking sniper. Alright, so we'll have a couple of guns here, one gun here. Now we can start to move these guys up. We don't want to lead with orange.
Got him.
Got him. Get one more flash in here.
Banger out!
No tangos.
Send him down to here. And here. He'll fill up the middle. So this stall is cleared. We're gonna
Roger.
open this one up for him. Again, we just have to pray that there are no suicide bombers out here. We'll close this one so we got a better angle onto this one.
Affirmative.
Not the door that we wanted to kick. Try
Wilco.
this one. Bathroom's clear. So the only thing we've got left is this area and then whatever else might have evaded us on our way through here. Let's go ahead and get everyone out
Roger.
of the building.
Affirmative.
And then we'll formulate a plan
Wilco.
to get back outside. He's going to continue to hold here. That's fine.
Got one.
That's one way for things to help us
Stop right
out.
there.
And that's the last guy.
Good job.
All right.
Mission complete.
Mission complete. 5 minutes there, so we're probably not going to watch the replay. Don't want to bore you guys too much, but only took one injury there. A lot of people got promoted. That is always good. So as we continue on here, next mission is going to be day 7 of 7. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the series so far. If you do, please drop a like, subscribe, turn your notifications on so you're notified when the next video comes out. Let me know if there's anything else you guys want to see besides this Forever War campaign that we're playing with. But week 1 is almost finished, so hopefully you guys are enjoying, learning something along the way, and we'll see you in the next one.